Hi, and welcome to Kupo101. Today we're going to be talking about the KupoCon quest log. Now you may have heard a lot about KupoCon, especially our quest logs. So what do you need to know? Well, our quest logs are different for every single event. Sometimes they're larger, sometimes they're pocket size, but they all serve the same purpose, to give you an interactive and inclusive experience at KupoCon. We'll start by taking a look at what's inside the quest log. At the beginning of the quest log, you'll find information from the organizers. You'll find information on the Chocobo badges, which we've already covered in another Kupo101 video. You'll find the policies and rules of KupoCon. It's important that you follow these rules so that everyone has an enjoyable and safe experience. You'll find information about our active time events, which are events that happen without warning and come with rewards. On top of that, you'll find a list of our Warriors of Light. These are people who embody the spirit of KupoCon, and these are typically presented at the end of each KupoCon. Now, as we mentioned, every KupoCon is different, but you'll typically find inside your quest log a Masquerade token. This is to be given to your favorite cosplayer. Sometimes you'll receive one, sometimes you'll receive multiple, but make sure you hand it out to your favorite cosplayer during the day. The cosplayer with the most tokens will receive a special award, which we call the Nobleman Award, which is inspired by Final Fantasy IX. You'll find information about the autograph sessions. You'll also find information on the different services available at KupoCon. And of course, you'll find information on our event-exclusive Gil. Remember, the Gil is specific to each event, so spend it or keep some as a memento. Inside your quest log, you will find quests, hunts, workshops, and typically either save points or achievements. This will vary by event. So let's get started. When you come to KupoCon, we generally recommend you bring either a pen or pencil, and a camera. This could be in the form of a phone. So now we have the items we need, we can get started. This may seem slightly overwhelming to begin with, but once you're at the event, it will seem very easy and you'll fall right into place. Each quest has a title, usually a difficulty, and a set reward. You'll find a log entry which is specific to the theme of the quest and an objective. Once you complete the objective, you take it over to the Bank of Mog, they will stamp it, and in return will give you a reward, which is Gil. The Gil can be spent at various tables, such as Awaka's. The quests will vary in difficulty, but some you'll find easier if you work with the community to complete them. So let's talk about the hunts. These are typically marked as bills or marks. Simply put, read the title, look at the reward offered. Try and find a cosplayer that matches the description and snap a photograph or video. Once you complete them, head over to Hunt Masters. They'll stamp it complete, and you'll receive a reward. Note that you can only receive one reward per mark or bill. You cannot complete both. For an example, you may be required to hunt down 3 of the same cosplayers. You'd get them together, ask their permission, take their photograph. However, you may find one that is of a harder difficulty, where you have to try and get 3 of them doing a specific pose. Again, ask their permission, and attempt to complete the objective. In some of the new quest logs, you may find a section called Achievements, and these are real, simple, easy tasks that reward you additional Gil. These should be turned in at the Bank of Mog. Workshops usually involve interacting heavily with the community to complete puzzles, interactive tasks. They tend to usually be on the more creative side, so may require you to draw or create. So there you have it. There's an overview of the KupoCon quest log. Every quest log is different, so use this as a general guide. We look forward to seeing you soon.